Black Desert has always been a unique MMO. Ever since its inception, it has wowed players with its visual fidelity and immersion not found in many other games. I've been playing this game on and off for 7 years, and I've seen a lot of things come and go. While this current moment of BDO is one of the best times to be a player, I can't help but think back and look on the moments and memories I've made in the past. Black Desert has changed a lot and will continue to change, but it is also clear to me that there are areas that were once well known and alive and are now completely overlooked. However, I decided I wanted to experience these places once again in a slightly new way. Welcome to my Black Desert account, a territory locked Ironman. The rules are very simple. I will not trade any item with other players, including the central market, horse market, and workers exchange. I will also not be using the storage warehouse contained in the central market. Number 2, I cannot leave my current territory until every monster title, quest, and knowledge has been completed in that territory. To start, we will be beginning in Balenos and unlocking subsequent territories in order of release. Number 3, this account, like other Ironmen, will be entirely free to play. I will not be accessing the Pearl Shop except to acquire free rewards such as silver bundles and loyalty rewards. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, we are going to be picking our class randomly in this series as well. There are a few caveats to that. I will be able to swap between the Awakening and Succession freely at any time in the series. I will not be creating a season character until my current character reaches the graduating gear score of a seasonal character. So, without further ado, let's spin the wheel. And we get Kunoichi. Let's go, dude. That's super sick. I have never played Kunoichi before, so this is definitely going to be an experience. I'm very excited to play this class. Okay, so here we are at the character creation screen. Like I just said before, we are going to be creating a Kunoichi. Her main weapon consists of a short sword and either a shuriken or a kunai, and her awakening weapon is a saw chakram. Okay, so here we are in the character select screen. I have just finished creating my Kunoichi. One thing to note here is I did have to create a season character, which was promptly deleted because we are going to be using a normal character. So let's just jump into this. Since this is a new account, I had to complete a short tutorial section, after which I picked our starting zone. I went with the Ancient Stone Chamber here, as it is the base starting zone recommended for new adventurers, and there are a couple of things here that I would like to complete before moving on to other areas. Like I mentioned before, this account is not only an Ironman, which includes being completely free to play and not using the central market, but will also be focusing on completing all the Monster Zone info for every zone, which includes every drop, all knowledge, and all titles for each Monster Zone. Balenos, one of the game's starting areas, however, as well as Serendia and a portion of Calpheon, have no Monster Zone information to go off of. At first, I thought about not completing these zones as part of this challenge, but ended up deciding to use the in game knowledge system to complete these zones. For these zones specifically, I am not required to obtain the monster drops. Only the knowledge and titles that can be obtained within these zones will be required. And with that, let's get started. Our first goal on this account is to complete the Balenos questline and start gathering knowledge. I completed several quests and snagged a few pieces of early game gear before finding myself in the Western Guard camp. At this point, I decided to collect my login rewards. BDO is a game that provides you with daily login rewards, as well as other special login rewards, and we will be collecting these every day to help progress this account. I will be pointing out as well specifically important rewards as we acquire them. Black Desert also boasts a very unique system called Knowledge. Knowledge is a feature that allows you to discover new NPCs, monsters, and locations. For each new point of interest I come across, I'll be talking to each NPC around and collecting knowledge. Knowledge is important in Black Desert because it increases my maximum energy, which will be used in many different ways on this account. So, for each place I come across in the future, I will be collecting as much knowledge as I can. Our first objective here in the Western Guard Camp is to talk to every NPC and acquire as much knowledge as we can. After completing a few main quests and killing our first boss in this series, Red Nose, we find ourselves in Velia. Velia is going to be our main base of operations while we are completing everything we can in Balenos. Again, I will not be using the central market or its storage warehouse, so acquiring as much storage as we can in Velia is going to be our best bet in keeping enough space to keep our items. As you will see, this does end up becoming an issue later on, considering some of the content we are completing here. We've just gotten into Velia and acquired our first pet on this account. For those unfamiliar, pets are incredibly important to our progression in this game. Basically, using pets allows us to pick up items off the ground. This saves us from having to manually pick up items ourselves, and pets are generally considered necessary in this game. While pets are available through the Pearl Shop, we can also acquire several pets from quest rewards, bosses, and login rewards, and we will be trying to acquire as many free pets as possible. And with that, we have just completed the Balenos questline. From here on out, we are officially gated on the main quest. Our objective now is to complete all side quests, get all titles and all knowledge from each NPC and monster zone. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, I decided to take a quick trip up to Olvia just to come up here and grab all of the knowledge that there is up here and just get some of this stuff out of the way and see if there's any quests up here that I can complete and also see what other objectives that I needed to complete while I'm up here. Luckily for me, as I soon found out, there is a very small amount of quests in Olvia, as most of the quests here are either daily or repeatable quests, or quests we currently cannot finish. If we do unlock an area in the future that allows us to complete these quests, however, we will be coming back to finish them. Okay, so something I just found out that's really cool is that I am able to complete and do three different bosses in Balenos. These are the field bosses, and they have some really great items that are going to be super important for this account and going to really help me progress this account even farther. So I found a short sword and several blackstones, so I decided I was just going to start upgrading my gear a little bit here and start getting some levels into this stuff and just trying to get as many as I can with the blackstones that I have right now. And with that, our gear is looking fantastic. We got a plus 10 short sword, a plus 6 helmet, a plus 7 chest, and as well, we have a plus 2 helmet. So this is a really great start. So I just got some more enhancing materials, and we're going to be getting this uh, helmet and chest plate up a little bit. Got that one to 10. Let's try the helmet. And that one went up to a plus 8. That's pretty good so far. Some more gains. So here we are starting our first grind session here, trying to get these titles from the monster zones in Balenos. So we're starting off today with some foxes, and we're going to see how many titles we can get. And there is the powerful gray fur title from killing silver foxes. That's one down and many more to go. And there's the enhanced gray fur title. Let's go. And we got the lumbering with a weapon title. Let's go. There's the fundamental loving title. There is the shell collector title. We just got a tree spirit belt. Holy. And a Liberto weapon bundle. There is the imp researcher title. Very nice. There is the steel imp researcher title. Nice. There is the strength show off title. All right, and there is the silver fur title. That is all of the silver foxes done. And there's the sting operation title. Not exactly something I was going for right off the bat, but we're just getting it along the way, I guess. And there's the steel chewing title. Let's go. And we got the red fur lover title while we were here just around killing Red Nose over near Western Guard Camp. And there's the rock striking title from Plain Stoneback Crabs. And there's Striker of the Grassland Rocks. We are now done with Plain Stoneback Crabs. And there's Parasitic Bee Curious. And there's the Bee Hater title. And there's Parasitic Bee Arson. All right, so I've taken a quick break over at the Parasitic Bees to go to the night market. This guy only shows up at nighttime and he costs 50 energy to get items from. And we just got a Blackstone bundle from him. I really only have like 80 energy right now, so I can only do this like once every night. But on occasion, he does have some pretty good items, so hopefully in the future we'll be able to get some really good items from him. There's Parasitic Bee Dominator, and there's Ultimate Bee Hater, getting pretty close to being done. And there's Bee Sting Resistant, and we actually just got Show Me the Shells, that's from Grass Beetles. It's nice to get a couple titles from those. And another grass beetle title, Beetle Philosopher. Very nice. And there's Under Contract with the Bees. Very nice. All right, so I just missed the clip, but we just finished Grass Beetles. We got one of my favorite titles in the game, actually. It's Lord of the Bees. It's such a great title. I'm definitely going to be wearing this for quite a while to come. And we got ourselves an Awakening Weapon box. This is really nice. I'm not going to be able to use it for a while, but once we do, it'll be great. And there's the Superstition Skeptic. Very nice. There's Spiritually Enlightened. All right, so we're going to try and get this Laverto short sword up that we got from one of the bosses today. So hopefully we can try and get this up to like maybe plus 10, plus 11. Tap it one more time. Nice. It's plus 10. Plus 11? Plus 12? Maybe? Maybe? One more? Nice. Plus 13? One more. One more time. One more. Nice. And I think that's all out of durability. So I'm just looking for a few different pieces of knowledge, and I just found the hidden coastal cliff cave. Just had to kill this NPC and acquire that knowledge. I also found out that Etheria Ridge is actually contained in the Balenos zone under the topography. So we came out here and grabbed this. The other thing I found out is that Mascow Forest is also in Balenos. However, I just wanted to check and see if these Mascow archers were, which they count as creatures of Calpheon. So we're just going to leave that and we will get out of here and do this one when we come back to Calpheon. And here was the last knowledge that we needed to get. We just got the Termian Cliff that gave us another point of energy. So I think with that done, we're completely done with the topography in uh, eastern or western Balanos. I think there's a couple things left that I have in eastern Balanos. So one thing I just figured out is there's the Valentine's event going on right now, and I wanted to try and see if I could get some special sunflower seeds to finish up that event log. However, being an Ironman, special sunflower seeds are not very easy to obtain. So I am collecting off of fruit trees to try and see if I can find any sunflower seeds and then plant those and then hope that when I dig up those seeds from farming, I can get some special sunflower seeds and then give those over. So hopefully I can finish this event log before it goes away. And there's the Imp Extermination Expert title. Very nice. And we got another Liberto weapon bundle. And there's the Flexible Like Weasel title. And there's the Angered Red Nose title. With that, we are done with normal imps. And there's the Steel Human title. With that, we are done with Steel Imps. Very nice. And there's the Wolf Charmer title. And there's the Dancing with Wolves title. Very nice. And there's the Spirits Are Spirits title. Just one left to go. And we just got the Tree Spirit Conqueror title. We are officially done with Tree Spirits. And we are done with Weasels. Weasel Furlover title. So I took a bit of a break from doing titles and I came over to Trannon Underfoe to get some amity with him. Uh, why amity, you ask? Well, Trannon Underfoe sells Agarian armor, which is the armor that I'm using. So I'm playing the amity game with him to allow me to buy Agarian armor and use it to max repair my Agarian gear so I can keep enhancing it. And it's pretty slow. Each one of these costs 500 required amity, and I think it goes down by like 200 each time you buy it. So it is kind of slow, but it's also pretty free besides the energy that's required to play the game with him. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I can finish up repairing all this gear and getting it up to try. All right, so we have the Cronstone, so let's try this. Oh, we got it. Let's go. This is the Tri Liberto Short Sword. This is huge. That's like 100 AP for just that weapon. If we had a sub weapon, we'd really be moving. And there's our Pry helmet. And Duo. Wow. And there's the Goblin Decimator title. And there's the Goblin Culture Seeker title. Very nice. And there's the Goblin Soul Collector title. We are done. All right, so I just checked in the Pearl Shop, and there is a February 29th leap year special silver pack. We can just buy this with 2 million silver. It's got a rolly box in it, so we are just going to open this thing up and see what we can get out of it. So let's hit it. No way! We just got an ogre ring? That is actually so insanely huge. That is going to be our best in slot necklace for a very long time to come. So we're here in Olvia, and I discovered a route to kill some grass beetles. So we're just going to be killing these. And just as I say that, we get the Hawkeye title. So that is very nice. And there is the Dimmed Eyes title. Very nice. And there is the Shell Addict title. That is all of the titles for Grass Beetles. All right, let's do a little bit of enhancing. I've got a 31 stacks, and I've got a couple duos that I can put up to try with this stack. So let's see if I can get a try necklace or try armor. And nope, not this time. Let's try it again. And nope, not again. All right, one more go at this armor, and then we got to be done and switch over to the. And nope. Oh, we'll hit it one more time. Nope. Nope. All right, let's try this helmet here. And we got it, the Tri helmet. And here we are back at Trying and Under Foe. I'm just gonna get up to a very high amity here and then spend it all at once, so I just don't have to keep coming back in and out. So I'd probably spend like 90% of the time just playing this amity game and then just spending it all at once. It's tons of fun. All right, so I just finished enhancing my gear and I got everything up to duo and the helmet is up to try, and I think I'm going to stop there for now. So I've just been going around and getting some amity with some NPCs, and I ran out of energy because I only have like 95 energy at this point. So I'm just in my house, sitting on my bed, waiting for my energy to respawn, and I will see you guys after I finish this. I've had to sleep in this bed quite a few times so far, so it's been a fun time. And there is the Boar Hunter title. And there is the Dancing with Foxes title. That means we are done with foxes. And there is the Boar Admirer title. And there's the Rough Bear Hunter. We are done with bears. And finally, there is the Boar Lover title. We are finally done with boars. Just one monster left to go. So I'd been playing around with the idea of killing some stunback crabs in a couple of different ways. And as you saw a little bit before, we had a specific grind spot that had like 5 or 6 stunback crabs in them while we were killing bears, boars, foxes, all at the same time. But one thing I went and tested on my own was getting on a horse and trying to chop the stoneback crabs and seeing if that would give me the kill credit. Thankfully, it does. So here I am showing you some of uh, the route that I was taking to kill about 9 stoneback boars per loop. Usually this would take like about 5 minutes per loop. So for the stoneback crab philosopher title, that's 900 crabs. This definitely took several hours to finish all of these crabs all together. But this method of killing stoneback crabs was way faster than anything else I could have done. So, all in all, it wasn't too bad of a grind, but it did take a little while. And with that, we are finally done with every monster in Balenos. That is the Stoneback Crab Philosopher done. Every monster killed. So, I wanted to show off a little bit about the total monsters that I have, and as you can see, I've defeated over 39,802 monsters. That's nearly 40,000 monsters, and also, I have about 55 hours of playtime. Um, and I'd say most of the time that I've spent so far has just been uh, grinding out these titles and getting a lot of knowledge. I haven't really done a lot of AFK skilling or anything like that. Most of the time has just been completely active, killing mobs. So, just a little bit of insight to how many monsters I've killed. 40,000 is kind of crazy. And with that, here's our final gear score after finishing Balenos. We can finally say goodbye to good old Balenos. It's been an excellent start of the journey, but things are about to get a lot more serious as we move in to the land of Serendia. Thank you for making it this far into the video. A lot of time was spent recording, editing, and making this series as accessible as I could, not to mention the time just spent playing through a series like this. All the support truly helps keep this series going, so I do appreciate it. In the next video, we'll be tackling everything Serendia has to offer. See you next time.